Oh, let me lock my door. You don't want anyone busting in on me when I have no pants.
Yeah, it's the worst thing, getting busted on. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I prefer to have no pants if I were to get busted on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyway.
I would hope so, but I mean, the pants don't really matter. If you're getting busted on, it's probably going to be up your back. You know what I'm saying?
And it's easier to wipe yourself off than to get it out of your clothes. You gotta throw that like in the wash immediately.
Not if you work at a donut store. No one will be able to tell the difference.
Touche.
Pusho, actually. Ooh. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the P.E.E.N podcast, where we talk about people everywhere, everything now.
But mostly ourselves.
Yeah, mostly ourselves.
This is the podcast where we like to get together and catch up on the week and discuss things. And it's hard to do that when we are online with each other all the time.
Yeah. Playing damn Tarkov.
Yeah, and there's we have nothing to do. Everything's shut down. Not really anymore, but like in Texas anyway, but everything's still shut down. No DreamHack, that sucked. There aren't going to be any gaming events for the rest of the year, which is kind of shitty.
I don't know. I actually got an email from PAX, and they're talking about doing some digital shit. They asked for a survey or something, and I was like, no, I'm not doing a survey.
That's dumb. I mean, the survey's dumb, but a digital, they're throwing digital raves. Who the fuck cares? All right?
People who like rolling at their house by themselves.
Jeez. The whole point of drugs is to share them with friends, okay? That's the whole point. Whenever I was doing drugs...
That's the point of video games.
No.
I need to turn my gain down.
Yeah, video games
this shit is loud as fuck.
The point of video games is to do them alone in your house or online with friends. The point of drugs is to buy a bunch of them and share them with your friends so you all have a good time. That's the whole point of drugs. Anyway, my professional opinion.
Okay. You know what I love?
What's that? Besides P.E.E.N?
Is that your camera setup is a direct ad for vaping.
Was it?
You need to get a little stand, that way it's perfectly up sitting there. Oh, you vape ripe, dude? That shit's fucking bland as tits.
It was $15 for 2 of these, okay? 2.
Not worth.
I got 240 milliliters. I have the sour gummy worm flavor that I like by Days. Shout out to Days Vapes. I love your magnetic worm flavor, but the problem is there's not enough to go around. That was a month ago. I'm still waiting on it. My order has not been fulfilled. I'm still waiting. So,
well,
it's unfortunate.
There are worse things in the world, like
first world problem. Sorry.
Ordering White Claws at bars.
Yeah.
That shit killed me, dude.
Hilarious.
So on Fridays we go to church, right? Church is Casino El Camino, which has best burger spot in, I would say, Texas, if not most of the United States. But Jay-Z ordered, yes, the real Jay-Z, by the way. I hang out with him on a daily.
On the daily.
On the daily, yeah. He ordered a raspberry White Claw, and it was delivered with this.
You pull it up for him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kept it.
That's so good.
It's so good.
Oh, here you're gonna need this.
Frapp. Well, Frapp is the bartender / bar manager who, I don't know, he just loves us, I guess. And he comes out there and he's like, "Hey, you and your boyfriend need another White Claw?" Dude, it's so fucking funny.
That's funny.
So one of the other guys, Johnny K, that works there, he's a cool dude too. While I was ordering my drink, because yesterday I didn't order food or buy food or order products or anything that weren't black-owned businesses.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went there and I got some drinks, but I didn't get food while I was there, which I really wanted to because I love that place.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting there getting a drink, and Johnny K was like, "You know what, man? When all this coronavirus shit first started popping off and all the shops were shut down," he's like, "I actually switched to White Claw and it's pretty good." And I was not expecting him to say that. And I was like, yeah, I mean, they taste good. And like, it's the only thing you can drink like 12 of, and you don't really have a hangover the next day. He goes, well, on top of that, me sitting sedentary for like a month, basically not working. He's like, if I was just drinking beer, he's like, I put on weight anyways, just from being home so much.
Yeah.
He's like, but if I was drinking beer, that's an additional like 20, 30 pounds that I would have gained.
Oof.
And I was like, damn, dog, you need to slow down your drinking.
I mean,
20 to 30 pounds.
I don't know how many calories are in a beer, but there's only like 100 in a White Claw, so you're counting calories.
I mean, there's a lot of calories in a beer.
Yeah, I don't know. People who drink beer regularly don't care about calories in their alcohol.
Some do. The ones that drink Michelob Ultra.
Well, yeah. Well, obviously, they do. I see a Michelob, and I'm like, damn, really? You want to lose weight or something? Stop drinking.
No, just drink clear whiskey or
Whiskey.
something.
There you go. Answer to
Boom.
all of our problems. Whiskey.
Dietary supplement.
It is. It's
Bow.
keto friendly in most cases.
Yeah. Dude, I still haven't even tried to start ketosis for my body.
It's a rough journey.
I literally got pizza right here.
It's a rough journey, dude. Your body craves that shit, and then when you finally give in, like just rice, like when your body's under.
Wait, you can't have rice on keto?
No, you can't. There's carbs.
Can you have quinoa?
I don't think so.
Yeah, fuck ketosis.
Well, you can. You can introduce
rice is
it.
the only thing that I will never give up.
You have to. So the way that it was explained to me is you can't just go no carb and that's it, because your body can continue the state of ketosis and it's not healthy for you to be in that state. So you have to introduce carbs to your system slowly. So you have like carrots or rice, like a small amount. You just to stay away from pasta and bread.
Well, that's a good thing I haven't gotten my pasta maker yet.
Yeah. You gotta.
Dude, I can't wait for it.
Dude, that's
I might
good
actually
stuff,
order
man.
it.
Pasta.
Making homemade pasta seems like it would be so fun.
Hey, we're gonna take a short break here. 1 second, and we're back.
And
So that's
just a brief interruption.
yeah, brief interruption.
Aaron literally almost shit himself.
I did, man.
So.
Like that's the biggest pet peeve right there, and
Is shitting yourself?
yes,
Just don't do it.
I try not to, but my asshole is so big. It's so big.
It's a very mucho asshole.
Yeah.
So my cat has been fucking being really weird. I might have to take him to the vet soon.
Okay.
Are you making faces?
No,
What were you just doing?
I don't know.
Are you just mimicking me?
No,
You're like,
I was holding my e-cig in a weird fashion, listening to you. Okay.
that was fucking weird.
I'm sorry.
So my cat, when he gets stressed out, he licks himself a lot to where he starts like losing his fur.
Yeah.
And right now he's missing hair all the way. Don't fucking stab me.
Oh my goodness.
He's missing hair all over right now. I mean, he's got like a fucking belly that's, oh my god, dude, stop standing on me like this. There. See that fucking tum-tum?
Dang, son.
And then the sides.
Oh, he's just following.
Dude, I don't know what it is.
Following his daddy's footsteps.
He's just getting like hairless and fat.
That male cat pattern baldness.
Yeah.
Give him a Costanza.
Damn, that would suck.
See if he likes.
No, but good news is he started using that new litter box and it's super sick.
Yeah, I think you already mentioned that, but
Yeah, I mentioned it I think on the last one. But I don't know, I'm still just so hyped about it. And of course now he wants out of my room.
oh, you gonna let him out? Yeah.
No, he just walked back towards me.
Well, it's probably because you stood up, man. He thinks you're gonna give him attention. Anyway.
Now he's back by the door just staring at it. God, my cat is so weird, dude.
Oh man.
But yeah, litter box,
Wait, hold on.
which is pretty sweet.
Let's backtrack. We're talking about keto. You're talking about. We need to go back to the black-owned businesses only, because you went from. You didn't eat there, and then you mentioned something about a White Claw. Where did you eat?
I didn't eat yesterday.
Oh.
I fucked up.
Oh, you didn't eat. Oh, that's right.
So
He was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he came home.
I wasn't even sick, dude. I was just wiped out
God.
from being outside sweating and only drinking White Claw.
He came home and was like, I'm gonna be home. He when he got online, and I finally got online, we're gonna play some Tarky, and then he like laid down and passed out, and I kept asking him.
Yeah, I was like waiting. I literally fell asleep right here.
Yeah.
Like on the floor.
With his headset on. So I was like, hey, Typo, are you passed out? He's like, nah, hold on a second. It was that for 2 hours. Trying to get him up.
And then I got up at 10. I was like, fuck, dude. I felt like shit all the way until like whatever time. It's like, you know, if you stop drinking, you just get like that immediate hungover feeling.
No.
Whenever you have something like a lot of sugars or something in it, like an alcoholic beverage with a lot of sugars, you have like a margarita. A lot of people have this problem where they'll drink like 2 margaritas and then they'll just get a headache. They don't get drunk or anything. It goes to like a hangover state.
I feel like I feel that way after having a bunch of White Claws, like consecutive days. So it would take like 4 and I'd feel it and it'd be okay. And then I take like the next day be 5, 6. And then the day after that, it's the whole fucking 12 pack. And the day after that, it's like, should I switch to whiskey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It just, I was not doing too hot.
I'm edgy right now, okay, and I'm gonna explain why I'm edgy, and it's not because of what happened. It's not his fault that I was yelling at him. So I get to see my son on Tuesday. He has a doctor's appointment.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to that, and I had this. So every time we get together, he always asks, can we go out to lunch after this? And I was going to plan on it. Like, it's usually when we're leaving, hey, can we go, Alan's like, can we go to lunch or whatever? And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And she usually caves in. But this time I told her that I was going to go. And this time she sent me a paragraph saying, explaining how he's, okay, how do I say it? Anyway, essentially she's squashed that idea right away. She said, and you're not going out afterwards, don't even ask. And that was upsetting. But the worst part about the whole thing that's going on now is that she's framing me as somebody who is bad for his mental health. And she had mentioned it in text messages back in January or something, saying that when she was talking about taking him to see a psychiatrist, neuropsychologist or whatever. Yeah. And so I don't feed into any of that, anything that she does, but she's building the framework that I'm bad for his mental health, man. And that's upsetting. That bothers me a lot. And she just said, like, he's in a good place now. We've been working a lot on his mental health, when as far as I know, he hasn't been back to see his psychologist yet. As far as I know, I'm going to call her again. And her, the psychologist seems, well, I was under the impression that his mental health is fine, and that like we just need to stick with what the doctor's recommendation, as far as I think it's no essential oils is what is the idea that she's telling the psychologist, and that was the only thing. He's in no immediate danger. He seems happy. He's fine. That's what his clinical psychologist is telling me. And then
the professional,
yeah. And then on the other hand, she's framing it as if I'm damaging to his psyche, which is complete bullshit, because when we're together, we're like 2 peas in a pod, man. 2 peens in a pod,
yeah,
dude.
Blast off, dude.
So,
to infinity and beyond.
Yeah, seriously. Like, man, it's just really hard to talk right now. I chugged a fucking thing of coffee, so it all hit me, right? And then I get this text message, so my heart's already racing. And then, this stressful situation, the only stress I feel in my life, hits me. And it's like, dang, son. So that's why I kind of snapped on a second ago.
You happy?
Yeah, I snapped on him. It's not his fault, man. It's not. I'm just edgy, and I'm trying to be cool, and it's not working out for me right now. Anyway, that's where I'm at.
At least today. You're gonna actually see him.
That's
though.
what matters.
That's like that's a big thing.
That really matters. And to icing on the cake, Tuesday's his birthday. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What should I get him?
Ooh, he wants a Samsung Note 10. So if you have $1,200 lying around, Typo,
I have maybe $12 lying around.
no, I'm getting him an Xbox, mic and headset because his little brother broke the one that they have, and
What a dick.
well, his little brother's a little
I'm just
hellion. He breaks
I know,
everything.
dude, from the
He
stories
gets
I've
all
heard.
the attention, stuff like that. He gets away with everything, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think my son's doing okay. He's hanging in there anyway. But he's operating under the guise that one day we're gonna be together, and
Yeah.
she's not trying to let that happen, and she's
It's temporary, it's shitty,
is.
but it's not going to be
yeah,
forever.
exactly. And at least I get to talk
He's
to him.
smart, so
He is. I need to
Yeah.
start playing Warzone. I really don't want to play Warzone, but it's the only he got it and he's into it right now. That's why I'm getting him the mic so that we can play Warzone together. And that's gonna be.
you let me know, dude. I know that's like y'all's time, but
Yeah.
I'm down to
Oh
play
no,
with you guys
definitely.
too.
You're invited, 100%. Like I'm not even gonna enjoy playing the game. I'm just gonna enjoy playing with him.
Yeah. No, I mean the game is still kind of fun. I played so speaking of like quarantine and Thor, get the fuck out of here. No. Come on. I'm smacking him on his fucking bare ass right now. Get out of there.
Get out of there. Oh,
Go.
hey, check your
Go.
shit. No,
Go.
make sure
Go.
you're still
No,
recording.
he didn't touch my keyboard. He didn't touch my keyboard.
Okay, let's not do this with your cat in the same fucking room anymore.
I can't keep him out of here, dude. He's got poop sometimes,
Oh, gross.
I'm sitting further back from my desk, so there's plenty of open space up there.
Ah.
Plus, I've cleaned my desk up a lot. So he just took that as an opportunity to jump up here.
And last time, if you guys recall, last time he did that, we lost a whole episode. It's on Spotify, but the YouTube version is not out because
we
video.
suck at animation.
Yeah. No. Well, I mean, I don't even know. We don't really suck about it. It's just we could get it.
I mean, I got
done.
it to work. It's just converting it
Yeah,
did not
converting it does not work. I don't know, whatever. Fuck. So I've been playing Tarkov with my rifle in my lap.
work. Like, actually,
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen
you're
it.
Mosin?
No, Mosin's downstairs. This is
What
my
is that,
AR-15 with my 4x12 scope. I've got the foregrip, and it's got a bipod because
Because you're dumb.
because of I usually have a red dot sight on it, but I don't now because
Y'all going hunting or something?
yeah, coyotes, we got chickens again, so I'm getting ready to kill some coyotes that are gonna come in.
I've strongly considered getting chickens
Yeah,
for my backyard.
can you?
So that's
Are you allowed?
Yeah,
You sure?
yeah.
Are you? There's
I mean, all I have to do is tell my landlord,
But there's
and
no-
she'd be fine with it.
no city ordinance against it though.
No, dude, I know plenty of people that have chickens, like coops, chickens, all that stuff.
Austin's a weird place, man. Normally in cities you can't do stuff like that. You can't just
What?
have livestock in your backyard. Okay, like
Chickens don't really count though as
they,
livestock.
they do 100%, dude. Like we could get a farmer's license or farmer's exemption because we have chickens.
We are farmers.
No. Copyright strike.
No, they can't do it because I played it my own instrument.
Whatever.
No, speaking of quarantine and like kids' mental health and stuff, I actually played some games with Prime the other day, and we played some Fortnite, and it was fun. I still just don't like the game as much as I like Tarkov.
Yeah.
Like, I get so much out of playing that game.
Oh, dude.
It's insane to think that I enjoyed playing Fortnite for basically 2 years straight.
Dude, there are so many emotions that go through your mind that just are your whole body, dude. Like those intense moments where you have to be quiet and you have to make a move. It might be too late. If you do,
You might go too soon, and
Yeah.
then you get seen first.
it's so
Dude, like
intense.
last night, whenever we were on Customs,
Yeah.
which is one of the maps on Tarkov, Aaron was like walking past something and he like lagged out and he got one tapped immediately by a 3-man team. And I was like, oh fuck. And so I was on the side and I start running up from behind and I see them all standing on your body looting it.
Nice.
So I put my gun, which is not a good gun at all. One tapped one of them in the head. They all turned at me and started spraying. So I ran back around the tankers, and then I ran all the way to the other side of the tankers, and then ran to the front side of the tankers because they tried to chase me. And I squatted in an area that has like a little hill in between a tanker and then a hill. And so I'm sitting right there, and I hear them running all around me. They're running all around me, dude. And then like other scavs and shit are coming around. And so I'm sitting there like, I gotta avenge my boy. And then I hear one of them stop, and I was like, all right, he's looting. And so I pop up for a second, go up there, boom, one tap him, he goes down. Then his teammate starts shooting at me, throwing grenades at me. I'm like, fuck. I run around to the other side of the map. I go up by the train, and I'm laying down by the train. I see him come up by the train, and then he runs away, and then he ended up just ditching. And then I ended up dying to something stupid, I remember.
Oh yeah, that happens.
But like my hands were like,
oh yeah, man.
It just, you don't get that in a lot of games. Call of Duty, you die, rinse, repeat, die, rinse, repeat.
Yeah.
You know?
In Tarkov, there are consequences to your stupidity.
Yeah.
Yep. Ooh, I love
Get
Tarkov.
slanged.
There needs to be a Tarkov convention.
I mean, I'm sure there will be. You know, they actually started their own merch. So one of the guys that we play with, Animated Panda, has Golden Star Balm.
I mean,
he bought an actual Golden Star Balm.
Well, that's not their merch though. Golden Stars.
They're selling it.
Well,
they're also selling.
You can get that
pillow
at
armor.
Walmart. You can get Golden Star at Walmart. You can get
really?
Yeah, you can get Hopka online. Yeah.
What the fuck?
It has nothing. Those are.
But like the actual little container. And everything?
Yeah. Golden Star is.
See, I want to get that and then.
Or
I want to get that and then melt it all into, like, melt my own beard balm into it, and then use that while I'm streaming. Like I'm about to go into a raid. I just like
pop it and
get a little bit, put it through my beard, and then just go through the raid.
Nice.
Full fat boy. I just think it'd be funny.
Boy.
But Prime I was talking to Prime. I was like, so how's things going? He's like, well, it's summer and it doesn't even feel like it.
Right.
And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, like haven't been going to school. He's like, it's weird not like being around my friends and stuff.
Yeah.
And like Dallas and stuff is where he's in Dallas or right outside of Dallas, and it's not much different than where you're at, you know. They're way less strict. Like my brother and his wife came down the other week, and they didn't even think to bring their masks. Everywhere here in Austin requires a mask to go in.
Yeah.
And by state ordinance now, or the mayor of Austin said that it is required now. They're actually making it a requirement. TABC is getting involved. If you go to a bar and they let you in and you're not wearing a mask, they can be fined and then lose their liquor license for 30 days.
Well, the big issue is that there's going to be a resurgence. Like, we didn't step on this quick enough to have it gone entirely. And
we weren't strong enough in it. We just let people do whatever the fuck they want. We're like, we strongly suggest you stay indoors.
Yeah, well,
we strongly suggest you wear a mask. Also, we strongly suggest that you don't wear a mask because it's not going to do anything. It's like, make up your fucking mind first.
Yeah, and then
people don't do well with their own choices.
Then they came out and said, what did the CDC say? They said that asymptomatic transition is rare. So if you have it and you don't show symptoms, you just being around somebody and breathing on them is not going to, like, that. It's rare that they might even. And the people that are actually dying from this are people who have lived past life expectancy anyway. They're all like 70 to 80 years old.
Yeah.
So
there's still the one-offs and stuff that are younger people.
There are some, I'm not saying that there aren't, but there are some people that are getting it bad and that have got it bad, and it sucked. Oh, what did I do? I had too much caffeine, I think, and I was slouching and I was like short on breath, and I almost panicked. I was like, oh shit, I got the COVID. And all I did was
that happens to me all the time, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just fat.
Yeah, I'm out in the sun all day.
COVID
anyway.
stuff though.
Go ahead.
Well, speaking of this COVID stuff, dude, if you're on an Android device right now and you're watching this, go to your settings, go to Google settings, and the first thing that you'll see is COVID-19 notifications, where it tracks people's device location or Bluetooth device location. And if you come within a certain radius of people, it'll notify you that someone around you has had COVID or reported that they had COVID or were around people who had COVID. It's kind of nuts, dude.
Yeah.
Like at first I was like, the government's gonna be tracking using that. And I was like, oh, they can't really get that from Google. And I was like, oh yeah, they're already tracking you anyways.
They already are. Everybody's it's a big old conspiracy. We're a commodity. Our time is a commodity. We're fucking cattle, all of us, and that's how we're seen by corporate entities. You know, people that spent their entire life in evil, and people that like to use and manipulate people work their way into these positions to where they can use and manipulate people. And it's been that way for a long time, and they teach their children how to use and manipulate people. That's that generational wealth that has, you know, its thumb over a lot of people. And we don't even teach financial intelligence. Like there's
I know.
Yeah.
Believe me, I know, dude. I got a credit card when I turned 18, knowing that it was a bad idea, and maxed it out and never paid on it.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There's definitely things that you should learn in school, like high school, to prepare you for life, which is what it's supposed to be for.
Yeah, not anymore. But
and
it's
I mean, never.
It's an industrial.
They've never taught that shit.
Well, they did. It's an industrial style of learning. Sit down, shut up, focus on what's in front of you. You know, insert tab A into slot B. Like that's what they teach you to do. To sit down, shut up, focus on what's in front of you, and do the work that's required by the corporate machine, the mill. It's still grinding. And all this nonsense going on is a big smokescreen to those entities to get more of what they want. No one's paying attention to the legislation that they're passing in Congress while there's riots on the streets, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody's too busy yelling and screaming at each other, even though I'll say this with a grain, you know, take it with a grain of salt though. Even though everybody has a valid point, I'm not saying that 100% they're all valid. I'm saying that they have their reasons to believe that certain way, and they're too busy yelling and screaming at those hot button items that are meant to be showcased in front of us so that we're distracted. And that's what's happening. We're just furthering the divide, and in a you know, a big portion, it's just splitting. The extremists are splitting further apart. But I really do think that this I've seen a lot of camaraderie amongst a lot of people, regardless of that. And
I think that there's people who are coming together that normally wouldn't. I mean, this is something that we've talked about with all the protests and stuff. Like me and Luciana have talked about it. We were talking about it yesterday.
Yeah.
And how like this is the most inopportune time to be having protests and to be standing up for what's right, you know?
Yeah.
Not that I think that there needs to be a specific time that this happened, you know?
Mm-hmm.
This should have happened 155 years ago, you know? It should have stopped then when the Emancipation Proclamation was finalized, you know?
Yeah, it should have.
Right now with Corona and stuff, it's really bad. Like there was an insurgence of people being tested and stuff and coming positive because of being out at protests and stuff. It's nuts.
And that's what we're seeing, especially in Texas. There's a higher number of reported cases, and
there's also a shit ton of people in Texas. I love Texas, don't get me wrong, but we have a lot of people who just, I'm Texan, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, we get a lot of that.
They're better than everyone. They know how to drive their big ass trucks better than everyone.
Let's not talk about those guys.
They don't listen to the government. And it's like those people also are running around like getting pissed off at people wearing masks. Like first off, why be mad at someone for wearing a mask?
Yeah.
Like even at that, like what's the problem with it? It's stupid. But dude, I don't know.
You shouldn't.
This shit drives me crazy.
I've got masks. I just don't need to use them. I do the.
Well, yeah.
I've got the same 3 places I go to, except I stop. Like, there are so many people at the Quick Trip that I normally go to now. There's so many fucking people there, dude. It's kind of ridiculous. hold my
Hold on a
breath
second.
walking through.
Entertain the people. Something was just delivered that I want to show you guys.
Oh man.
And
Entertain.
it's also like really expensive, and it's sitting on my front door, and I don't want to.
How do you know?
So I'll be right back.
It's sitting on the front door.
Tell them a good joke.
I don't have any good jokes. Oh, okay. All right. You know what I want to talk about? All right. So every time I go to take a piss, right? No, there are no more flushable toilets anywhere, like manual flushable toilets. They're all automatic, and they have those little sensors at the top that can sense you walking away. Except when you look at it, you notice that there's like 5 different sensors, 5 different lenses within that thing. So what exactly are they? Like, are they cameras? Are there camera? Who needs to look at my small dick other than me? That's what I'm wondering. Like, yeah, I know what a camera looks like. It's a single lens right there, but a sensor, maybe an infrared sensor right there, and a camera. I've got like 3 or 4 of these on my phone, and that's what it looks like inside those fucking urinals, man. There's like 6 of them right there staring at your dick while you're taking a piss. What's up with that?
I don't know, but I always cover those.
You piss like this? Your thumb over it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Gross.
Sometimes if I'm feeling froggy, like after a movie or something,
helicopter,
I'll just shake it around a lot afterwards. Yeah. Like no hand wipe myself, or no.
No hand wipe? Shake it off?
I'm not going to explain that one. But so these aren't even for me, but I'm super stoked for them.
All right,
because I got a really good deal on them. And it's kind of dumb, but got this for Megan. Ooh. Ooh.
Anticipation. Bubble wrap? You got her bubble wrap, dude? That's so cool.
Hell yeah, dude. I told her, I was like, you're going to stand in that corner and you're going to jump up and down until all those are popping.
The big reveal for those of you listening to us. He's opening the package. He's pulled out.
So I got
the
authentication right here.
It's genuine
authentication from StockX.com. Came with this other fucking thing that has watches on it, which I don't fucking understand why that came in there.
You didn't get her a watch?
But, oh shit, does it have
No.
Hey, they gave me a sticker. I'll put this sticker on my mini fridge.
StockX.
Dumb.
Okay.
But, oh my goodness.
Let's see it. What you got for us, boy?
Boys.
Cracks?
Dude, these aren't just any Crocs.
What do you mean they aren't just any Crocs? They look like
These
Crocs.
are the Post Malone crossover Crocs. They're like super hype beast, like
super hype beast.
They're sick, dude.
Unimpressed.
Certified, authenticated.
She would like something like that. That makes sense. That's definitely a Megan gift.
I mean, I really want Crocs, to be honest.
Really though?
Yeah, dude.
Really though?
Hell yeah.
Crocs.
Dude, but these are actually kind of sick
I don't know.
for Crocs.
Don't Crocs like
specifically
give you cancer or something?
No.
I thought they like gave you like pancreatic cancer or something. No. Nah. Must be a different plastic shoe that I'm thinking about.
Oh,
I mean, they look pretty cool.
look at that.
Post
I mean, they're not bad at all,
baby.
dude. You can barely see them because of the camera quality on that, but they're getting a good view of this. So they usually go for like $150. They sold out the day that they came out, like immediately. And we'd been talking about getting a pair because I thought it would be funny.
Oh, it's a couple's
And then she was
pair.
like, I really want them. Well, she's like, I really want them, but she couldn't get a hold of them because they just sold out. And I found a pair for like $80, and like they're authentic and certified. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm just gonna scoop these baddies real quick.
$80?
They seem really comfortable, but they're not my size. So I can't even wear them.
That guy lost money. There are probably some Chinese
yeah.
Chinese knockoff of some sort.
No, they're certified.
Well, that could have been a printout of some. You know what I mean? Like he could have printed out.
No,
his
it's
own.
like they have a authentication tag. This whole business runs on selling real shit. What they do is they they have them for a certain price, and some people just try to sell them for like the lowest that they would take is like $81, but they have it for bid, and so people bid on them.
Yeah.
And so it went up for $81, and that was the asking price, but I could bid on it. So if I wanted to bid on it, I just bid $81 and then wait and see if somebody else bids higher.
Right.
I was just like, nope, I'm just going to buy it at $81.
Oh, you bought it out. Huh? That's cool.
Yeah, I just bought it out at $81. So I got lucky on that. And then it was still, I still paid like $100 because of shipping and all that stuff.
Oh, we're opening boxes.
Cool,
I got Icy's webcam in, actually. Yeah, so
really?
So they were late for like 30 days. I talked to the supplier, and he said he wouldn't give me my money back. I didn't know that I could go on Amazon and request them to cancel the order and get a refund, which I did, and I got my money back. But the guy ended up sending me the webcam via USPS. So I got my money back and a webcam.
Well, honestly, good.
And it's about the same quality as the one I'm looking at right now. It's not that good.
I mean, 100%. Oh, the one that I've got?
Yeah.
You already plugged it in and everything?
I plugged in and checked it out. It's okay. It's just weird. It's not 1080p, that's for sure. Not 1080p. I was like 720, man. There's no way this is HD. Nah.
That reminds me, I actually need to send IC. So IC's our German friend.
Mm-hmm.
I need to send him my address so he can send us all that care package. He wants to send us like a bunch of German beers and snacks and stuff like that.
They have these snacks that are like waffles. It's like...
Yeah, it's called a Stroopwafel.
No, you're just saying things. They're like...
No, 100%. It's a Stroopwafel. I had them while I was in Amsterdam. I had them when I was in Vienna.
Yeah. Are they? They're like...
And they're little waffles looking things
with like caramel in them.
Caramel in the center.
Gosh, those are so good.
It's called a Stroopwafel.
This is so good.
Dude, you've never even had a fresh one. You've never even had a fresh one.
They come fresh?
Dude, when I was in Amsterdam, I went to this place that made stroopwafels that were this big.
Oh.
It was this big, and they make it on the spot, so they like press both of the halves, make those, and then they lather this caramel in it. It's just like this gooey, just so fucking good, dude. I ate probably, in one sitting, I ate probably like 2 boxes of stroopwafels.
Yeah, same.
There were nights where I was like, well, I want to eat what's like from here, like from this area. And in some places in Europe, they're not known for having like specific dishes. Like in Hungary, when I was in Hungary, they're obviously known for like goulash, you know, and magic. That's where what's his face is from, Houdini.
Okay.
So it's like, I had goulash while I was there, but when I was in Amsterdam, the only thing people know about Amsterdam is like, oh, you can go there and smoke weed, dude, get fucked up and see boobies.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, yeah, you can, but I wanted to get like some of their food, some of their culture, and they didn't really have much food options.
That's their culture.
They had no, dude.
Get a space
culture
cake.
in Amsterdam. It was like most of that area of Europe, everybody loves fucking French fries, dude.
They eat them with
there were
mayo?
Lines with mayo, with all sorts of other sauces, but there were like, people would get cones, and it's like this paper cone filled with fries, and people would just line up, like probably like 50-60 people per line, and they had shops everywhere.
It's the French fries.
For just French fries.
Do they call them French fries there in Amsterdam?
I think so.
Yeah.
Or they called them chips or
chips,
something.
Yeah, probably chips. That makes sense. I think Americans are the only ones. Remember when we were gonna stop calling them French fries and start calling them Freedom Fries?
Freedom fries.
I'm a little upset that
Stupid.
didn't stick though. Yeah, Freedom Fries. That's funny. That was like right after 9/11.
I'm not
right?
upset about it. I don't really give a fuck.
I'd like.
I'm gonna eat them regardless.
You call them Freedom Fries anyway, man. They don't.
They can call them French dicks. I'm still eating that shit. I eat French dicks. I'll eat fish dicks.
Yeah.
All that.
I prefer a French dick over a fish dick. Personally, I don't know. Let us know in the comments below which
salty.
you prefer.
Oh man, we're talking about food again.
Ooh,
always,
man.
Speaking of food though, so I have a Tabasco plant now, and my cucumber plant is kind of huge.
Yeah.
So
nice.
Lucian, my roommate, also has a Tabasco plant, and I'm probably gonna look it up because I know that I want to actually plant them in the ground. I'm gonna build like a box ground
box. Yeah, we got a ground box.
Yeah, a ground box for
we
it.
have an air box too.
And yeah, I'm gonna do just like an actual like little garden of vegetables and stuff. And cucumber's not bad. I might do tomatoes, even though I'm not a huge tomato fan. But I know that there's certain plants that if you plant them together, they stop pests or bugs, or I guess pests are bugs, pests or like other animals from like eating it without having to use pesticides. And so I'm probably going to do some of that stuff, and then maybe an herb garden too.
Nice. We got our first crops in. It was broccoli, and it tastes like plants. It was weird. It doesn't taste like broccoli that you buy from the store. It kind of did, but it tastes like I could taste the chlorophyll.
Oh yeah, dude!
Straight up, you could taste the difference.
Lettuce that I grew hydroponically, was like the crispest, most like tasty lettuce I've ever eaten, which is weird. And like I would be sitting there playing games, streaming, and I would just reach over into my hydroponics box and like pull off like just a leaf and eat it. Yeah. There were like, so with the way that works is if you can pick all the leaves around the bulb. So like you got the bulb going and it branches off like that. Once they get big enough, they start branching off. If you peel all those off, it just continually grows still.
Huh.
So that's what I would do. I had like 6 of them sitting there, and I would just pick off a couple of each one and have my own little salad like immediately. And I would just use like a vinaigrette on it and just like a little bit just to coat it with some flavor. So good.
Nice. Man,
so good.
Always with the food. Maybe we should just become a food podcast and just talk about food.
I didn't want to bring this up until we talked about it on our own, but we can talk about it now.
All right.
I want to do a cooking show podcast one time.
Okay.
Like you come into town and we'll get like some lapel mics or something.
It'll be a separate
and it might not be that great
of some sort.
It'll be a separate, like a bonus episode or something.
We'd have
but
to
I think
set
it'd
up
be funny to watch us like cook something crazy.
Yeah, we'd have to set up in your kitchen. I mean, we don't necessarily.
That's fine.
We don't even need mics for that. I got a good camera, dude. We just set that up and use that, and then I'll just edit the audio to sound a little better.
Well, what we can do is similar. So I did a live stream when my mom came like almost 2 years ago, and my sister did. We were doing like a pampered chef party, and so I was just playing video games. She was cooking. I had 5 different cameras set up in the kitchen. So like there was one above my counters, or above my cabinets, so you could see straight down while she's like cooking things. And then I had another camera that was like on me, another camera that was facing everybody else that was there. And it was really cool. I just moved my computer in there, and we could just use like some other thing for audio. But it'd be really cool to have like this camera set up in there. You get like a wide angle, and then we have another angle where we're using the other camera and just like cooking shit. It'd be funny.
It would be P.E.E.N themed though. We'd have to do a bunch of dicks. Like,
oh, I mean, I've got that KitchenAid, so we're making a penis cake.
Oh,
like for sure.
Okay, so we're gonna have a penis cake.
Every item that we cook has to be the shape of a penis.
Yeah. Oh, burgers, dude. And like we should cut the buns and the.
No, don't cut the buns. You use hoagie buns. I've done this before, dog. You just make your burger patty like this.
Yeah.
Instead of it being round, you just make it long.
Nice.
I used to do that all the time. I'd take ground beef and put fajita seasoning in it, and I would make long patties and put them on hoagies, and it was so fucking good.
Hoagies. That's funny you say that. Not everybody says hoagies. And down here, anyway, in Texas, they don't say hoagies. I know in New York they call them hoagies.
Well, I mean, it depends on what bread it is. If it's hoagie bread, it's a hoagie bread.
Is that it? It's the bread?
Yeah.
I guess.
Like, it's not just a bun. You know, hoagie bread is 2 separate slices. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
I also don't know anything. I'm not culinarily.
It's like a Subway sandwich, but smaller. Short, fat bread. I don't know. I'm not culinarily inclined.
See, that's the term I used.
Whatever. Culinary inclined.
No, but this week, I hit a point where I didn't realize how much money I spent when everybody was in town.
Ooh.
And I was like, oh, also I spent $150. I'm getting my thigh tattooed, I think. I'm going to see where I think the placement would be, depending on what she draws. But I'm getting a traditional style elephant head, basically.
Nice.
for my grandmother, and I'm also getting a sucky panther.
A what?
A sucky panther.
What the fuck is that?
Are you kidding?
Sucky panther?
Sucky panther. You've never seen a sucky panther?
I mean, no. I'm gonna say no.
So it started as a meme.
Okay.
And it grew into like this movement of people getting it intentionally a sucky panther. It was
sucky as in like it sucks, like it's shit, like shitty panther.
Sucky as in like it was not good.
Oh.
So I'm gonna show the people here, and I'll share my screen to you actually.
You don't have to do that.
No, dude, it's so good. If I could fucking figure this shit out.
Whatever.
Here we go.
Technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Share screen.
Are ya? How do I do that?
Boom.
How do I accept it? Oh,
Boom.
shit. Nice. Let's see what we got
So that's
here.
a sucky panther. Let me see if I can share this.
Let's get a sucky panther. A traditional style sucky panther, huh?
Yeah, so the original thing was somebody was getting a panther. There's also like a tiger version.
Yeah.
Where someone got like a really bad tiger and people started getting different things. But yeah, so it started off as this shitty tattoo of a panther, and it's grown into like people get it themed like sucky panther Guy Fieri. And dude, it kills me. There are so many good ones. I saw one. There were like
is it
gifts
gremlin
where
one, a gremlin. There's that Yoda sucky panther.
Yeah. Dude.
Like so good. They should do
Chuck E. Cheese.
No, they should do a
there was
Felix
like
the Cat sucky panther. That would be funny.
I really want this. So this is similar to the sucky tiger that went around, and they made it into Ren and Stimpy, Sucky Panther, and Sucky Tiger.
Oh,
and
nice.
I was like, damn, that's sick.
Dude, that is sick. Dude, that's hilarious.
But like, so this is the original tiger.
King of the Hill. That's
Dude,
funny.
Somebody did this to someone.
Oh my god.
Somebody did that to them, and that's fucked up.
Oh my goodness. I've seen the sucky tiger. That shit tiger.
Yeah, the sucky tiger is also the sucky wolves, if you've seen those.
Yeah, that's
I don't know. I think it'd be great. I need to figure out what I want.
Yeah.
For my Sucky Panthers theme to be.
Bob Ross?
But
dude,
I mean,
that's so great, man. What the hell?
Dude, the Bob Ross is sick. Let's see if I can find the Post Malone one.
People get these tattooed on their bodies. Oh my god. So I've got these shitty tattoos all over my body. I did them myself, most of them. And that's why I'm not doing any more tattoos. I want a professional to take care of this mess. And it just happens to be super expensive. Trying to save my decades. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I feel you. I just got a really good hookup on getting tattooed, so I was like, you know what? Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Is this? So, I don't know if this is the right one. Hopefully this doesn't have some fucking weird shit on it.
Ooh.
It's not even
like
loading.
His internet browser history. And yeah, I get a little...
I don't use my computer for anything like that, dog. No, but so it was this picture right here of Post Malone.
Yeah.
And they put the stencil on, tattooed it, and then they did the thing where they sprayed the foam on it, and then they went to wipe it off, and it revealed a Sucky Panther version of Post Malone, and like this. And it was so fucking funny, dude.
So, are you projecting this to everybody else? Is everybody else able to see this? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good to know, folks at YouTube. Yeah. If you're listening to the audio version, you missed out.
Just Google Sucky Panther tattoo.
Yeah.
And you'll find out what it's about to be like.
That's hilarious.
But
dude.
I don't know, dude. There's so many things. Maybe I'll get like a Sucky Panther scav or something, or dude, I don't know. Or like Sucky Panther Master Chief.
Oh my gosh, that would be funny. I'd like that one.
Yeah, it would just be so funny, dude.
I don't have any tattoo ideas.
I'm gonna leave it to the artist though.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Let's see what she comes up with.
I was trying to get a tattoo. I wanted to get my left hand covered up, and what I see is colors. I don't see a figure. So it's like, I want these colors, this figure, and I was talking to a legitimate artist, and he's like, look, I need something. You have to pick what you want. I can't just freehand it, freestyle it on your body, you know. So I guess he just wasn't up to the challenge when I was discussing it with him. I had to have an idea, a style.
Well, I mean, if you're,
which is understandable.
if you don't really care what it ends up being, though,
I
then
don't.
you just say like, here's the colors.
Anything is better.
Here's the colors I want you to use.
I don't think that's
just what's something you want to tattoo on my hand.
I don't think
Boom.
he got it. And
You're talking to the wrong artist.
yeah, I guess I am. He's very talented, but
Talent does not equate to creativity.
there you go. I wanted creativity, not talent. He's got the technique, but when you
Like, I know a lot of tattoo artists who are like, they post pictures on their Instagram of like flash that they're doing. They're like, somebody please come get this tattooed. I want to tattoo this so bad.
yeah.
And it's like, those are the kind of people that are like itching to do something creative.
Yeah, that's the kind of people I need
But
to
somebody
see
who's
about
like,
it.
did this tattoo today. Like, they only post pictures like that. They don't post like the shit that they're working on or progressing their work. They don't sell prints. Like, they're doing it as a job, I almost feel like.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You can be a phenomenal tattoo artist and you don't do any of the shit that I'm talking about. And you could be fucking super creative. But in my experience, it's been less than.
Yeah. Understandable.
Thor, shut up.
I don't know if I'm gonna ever get a tattoo or get these removed or anything. I'm motivated to do it. I've got too much on my plate. Financially, I need money for other things. So,
yeah. If I hit a point where I'm like pretty sick with it, then I'm gonna get another session on this thing on my wrist. Yeah. And I mean, I'm never gonna cover this, the Josh Murray tattoo.
Yeah.
Never gonna cover that, but this whole arm I already have planned out with all 90s cartoon characters like Freakazoid, Thundercats.
Oh yeah,
Pinky and the
Freakazoid,
Brain.
dude. Animaniacs.
Dude, say uncle.
No.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna get the Animaniacs just because I was never like super into that. But there's gonna be like Dragon Ball Z stuff.
Nice.
There's gonna be, I want a Pokemon specifically fighting a Digimon, because there was always that like growing up, you're either like a Digimon kid or a Pokemon kid. I was both.
Same.
I was both.
Well, Digimon was
both.
first, right? Digimon came out first, did it not?
I don't think so. In America, I think maybe.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I
definitely.
Think
I think it was in America. They had Digimon because I loved watching Digimon. Did you ever watch Fighting Foodons? No. Okay, so there's this. It's such a shitty anime, full of like shitty one-liners, called Fighting Foodons, and it was on Saturday morning cartoons at some point in my childhood. I think there's only one season. It's really shitty, but I watched it for nostalgia. My brother Ryan, he told me it was on like Tubi or something, and I checked it out, and I could never get enough of it as a child. And the problem was that I could only watch one episode every week, and I didn't understand seasons or how cartoons work like that. So I don't ever think I saw it all the way through, but I was always excited to see it whenever it was on. And then I started watching it. I was like, this is the shittiest anime ever. It is so bad. I couldn't stop watching it though. It's fucking hilarious, man. What cartoons do you miss from your childhood? Let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, let me know if you watched like Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers and shit. Like,
I love that
Darkwing Duck is another one, dude.
Everything Disney.
Like,
I had to go to my friend's house for any Disney shows. We weren't rich enough for that shit. I think I've said it before, but whenever I was living in Missouri, they had the WB and it was analog, so you, like with the wire hanger, and you'd get foil to get a better picture. We picked up the WB. It was the fourth channel of our 3 channels, and I would watch RoboCop, the cartoon, after school every day, and it was like all snowy and shit. It was just terrible, but I'd watch it, and stuff like that. I don't mind watching a low quality film for free on the internet, the pirated version, because the shit that I was watching growing up was worse than that. And I enjoyed watching it,
Here's another throwback right here.
What's that?
Captain Planet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Heart. Captain Planet.
Heart. Fucking Reagan, dude. Fucking Reagan always saying heart. Then Ed, Edd n Eddy. the original Gambit from X-Men, the animated series.
Yeah, that was a good one.
The original Bane from the original Batman series. The one that was like super buff, had the green tubes coming out of him and stuff, had like an X on his face almost.
Static Shock.
Dexter's Lab.
Ooh.
Static Shock was actually sick too.
Yeah, I like that one. Have we? I think we mentioned Static Shock before, maybe. I don't know. I talk a lot about a bunch of stuff for other people.
Also, I'm gonna hit that Johnny Bravo. Hoo-ha,
Love me some Johnny Bravo.
Dude, yeah.
I was just thinking about something. Oh yeah, I went.
Gargoyles.
I went to the
Gargoyles was another one.
I went to the casino with Reagan last weekend.
Yeah. Shout out to Reagan and his lady. They both are bartenders there now, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Dude, that's
training
sick.
bartenders. They're working there and they're gonna get a schedule. And they're gonna work together. It is sick, dude. I think he's trying to convince me to get a job there. He had mentioned it in front of one of the guys that works there, and I was like, man, I'm kind of an asshole. And the dude was like, yeah, well, that's good. We need assholes.
Everybody going Choctaw.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we went
That's
there.
funny.
We had a good time. I sat down at a machine and,
You won $4, right?
well, I walked away with $4 extra. I was up 80, then I went down to like 40 or something like that, and then I put it in a machine. And Reagan's the slot machine wizard, so I just I do what he tells me to do. I sat down and I started playing, listening to what he told me to do. Turned that 40 into $200, and I was like, yeah, I got $4 extra in my pocket. I'm out. He's like, you sure? I was like, yeah. So I went to go cash out while his girl was already grabbing some money to place their first bet. I think it was their first bet. They didn't plan on spending any money there, I don't think. But that was, so she sat down at the exact same one and hit $800, man.
Dude, here's a little story time. Sorry, Reagan, if you're hearing this, we can expound upon it. But I gotta tell this story since we're talking about it. But
Story time with Typo and Aaron.
well, so my birthday. Do you remember my birthday when we went to Choctaw?
Do I?
You got obliterated drunk.
Oh, yeah.
I did too.
Oh, yeah. I was playing
But-
roulette all night, baby. Yeah.
Dude, fucking Reagan comes to me and he's like, yo, we should go to the casino for your birthday. I got comped a room at the hotel there. And I was like, dude, that's actually sick. I was like, but I don't really have money. He's like, don't worry, I got you. And at the time I was saving for a 3D printer. So I had a little bit of money, but it was all in my savings. And he's like, don't worry, I got you. I'll give you some money like for your birthday. And then whatever you win, that's yours. I was like, all right, hell yeah. And so this is the second time I've had like a weird experience there. But we get there and I show up and I was just like put my hand out like, money, bitch. And he was like, well, I gotta win it first.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, man, what the fuck is this shit? So I just started drinking, and sure enough, he like started giving me some money.
Yeah.
I was like, man, what the fuck is this? He's fucking counting cards over there or some shit. And then I ended up using all that and losing it. And then Reggie, Lindsay, and a bunch of other people showed up earlier in the day. And even Abe from Best Buy showed up with his wife and stuff. And I'm sitting on this coin machine. I pulled out $200 from my savings. And I was like, you know what? If I lose it, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. But I would really like to not.
Yeah.
And I played on this machine, and I was hitting big. I was hitting like paying $5 to swipe, and then winning $50. And then I would lose like 20 times in a row, so I would lose that $50, or I'd lose like $100, and then I'd win again. And I just kept going, and then it got to a point where I was like, it's not panning out for me. So I got up and went like 3 machines down. And Lindsay had just showed up.
Yeah, we didn't go 3 machines down. I was right next to you, dude. They had just showed up, and you were losing.
They were late to my birthday party.
So you went
and fucking hit $1,600 on that machine.
that same machine, but we actually met them at the door and walked back, right? They sat down on
and
that
then
machine.
She sat down on the same machine
and fucking hit. I thought it was like 5,000, wasn't it?
No, it was. I think it was $1,600.
I thought it was like.
But
5K.
I remember being like, "It is my birthday, dog," and they're like, "We got bills, bitch." Sorry.
Yeah.
I was like, "Man, fuck,
We
dude,
got
that was my
bills.
machine, you son of a bitch."
That always happens.
It is so fucking.
I remember.
funny,
I remember late night. Like I was at.
Dude,
roulette.
late night, we were like walking around with that case of beer. We had like a case of Keystone.
Yeah, we met some people, didn't we? Did they give us a Keystone?
Yeah, there was random people that just gave us like a case of Keystone.
We went up to their room or something. They like invited us up. Was that with you?
Yeah, so Reagan left to go to sleep.
Yeah, something like that.
And it was just you and me, and like we met these random people, went up with them, like hung out with them, started drinking more with them, and then they gave us the rest of their beer.
Yeah.
So we're just walking around the casino,
fucking drinking,
playing
beer.
all these games. We finished the beer, and then we were like, you know what, fuck it, let's walk across the highway to Burger King.
No, it was.
And we walked across the highway to Burger King. Yeah, it was Burger King, and we walked across the highway and tried to go through the drive-through.
No, I think we had to. They had the inside closed, right?
Oh, they were doing like construction or something. Yeah,
so we went.
What are you guys doing?
There's a sign saying drive-through only, so we like walked up, got some fucking Burger King. Yeah, no, that was
the lady was like, what the fuck? That's just so funny. We're like, yeah, we just don't have the car right now.
Yeah, we can't drive it right now. No, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, that day on roulette, that was my best night on roulette. I put 100 down. I'd be up $60. I'd cash out, grab that 60, go to the bar, and bought drinks. And if you're sitting at the bar, I'd buy you a drink. And then I went back to the roulette table, and I'd do the same thing. Put the 100 down. Get another $40. I think I didn't win. I think I left with like a pack of smokes and $40 or something up.
Yeah. No, I lost like all my money.
Yeah.
And whatever Reagan gave me, I don't even remember how much money he gave me.
Yeah. He's really good at the casino. It's pretty cool that he's working there.
Yeah.
He has certain restrictions now of games he can play, like certain games he can't play, and progressive slot machines he can't play.
Because he works
there?
there?
Yeah, because he works there. Yeah. So
is that because they're more likely to win in smaller amounts or whatever?
I know the progressive slot, it's like as soon as this amount of money is put into the machine, you can win the jackpot. So all he has to do is, on his work shift is wait.
Oh, he can just be watching.
He just be watching and wait, and which is unfair. So
he should just text you.
It's stuff like that though that's like, oh well, I think that would be illegal, honestly, if he's gonna.
100% that is. It's like insider trading, basically.
Yeah, something. Well, I mean, it's not trading, but yeah, it's the same concept.
That's why I say it's like insider trading.
Yeah, I don't want anything extra from him working there. I just think that it's cool that that they both got jobs there. That's really cool. Things are really panning out for him, and they're gonna keep on going.
Yeah, I mean, that's not even that far of a drive for him either.
It's not. I think I might get a job there.
Was it like 20, 25 minutes? Why though? Don't you make more doing construction?
Reagan's telling me that I can make 6 figures a year.
As a bartender?
Or management. He's telling me these things.
Management I would probably go for, but as a bartender at a casino, I could see you making decent money getting tipped out by people and stuff. Yeah. But you're abrasive, dude.
I am. I
don't think you're abrasive at all. So
no, I think I don't know. I think I am. I don't know.
In a professional environment, no, you're not.
I'm not.
When you worked at Best Buy, you were perfectly cordial, even with people who were absolutely stupid.
That's my job, man. I had to.
Exactly. So I feel like at your job, you'd be fine.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. I just have this cynical hood that hangs over me sometimes, and it's more prevalent around people I'm comfortable with. But yeah, I mean, that part of me just doesn't get out any other way,
Yeah,
it is
I don't know,
what it is.
Work's been going good for me. It's kind of funny. There's a project that I'm working on now that I just got put on this week. Monday I've got like a meeting at like 9 a.m. about it. But so almost 4 years ago when I started in the position that I'm in now, I went to this thing that we had, which was like a partner palooza, where we had like 50 different partners come to our office and just kind of did demos and like let people know what the product was all about. So like our support staff, our sales staff could help sell the products or like cross sell, Yeah. And of course I had talked to a lot of partners already just from the position I was in dealing with app and themes. And they're like, oh, it's nice to put a face to a name. You definitely don't look the way that we thought you did based on like just emailing you. And I was like, yeah, I get that a lot. And they're like, but what are you even doing here? Like, there's not really a reason for you to be here. You know all the apps. You know what to talk about. Like, you talk to us all the time. I was like, well, I'm actually here to see like what you guys want. Like, what do you guys want us to improve from my team specifically? I was like, yeah, this is going to help with our sales teams and support teams, but like, what can I do to make this all easier for you or better for you or whatever? And the majority of them wanted to be able to track their clicks and like their Google Analytics basically, which didn't exist. There was no way to do it on our platform. And that was almost 4 years ago. And I brought it to the people in charge at the time who are horrible. I hate them. And I'm glad that they're gone.
Oh, good.
They've been gone for a while.
Good.
And I brought it to them and they're like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. How can you get it done? I was like, I can't get it done. This is something that I need you guys to weigh in from the business side to show that there's value so that we can get engineers in place to build this out. I was like, this is something that literally almost every partner mentioned to me and wants.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay. And they just shut it down. Never went anywhere with it.
Poopy.
Well, now Andrew works on a team that actually has that information. He was able to look at the data and see like, okay, so we can see some of their Google Analytics. How would this impact partners? Why would they like it? Why wouldn't they like it? And it's all positive. It could drive revenue for us. And he got this project and just went straight to the top with it.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, yeah, that sounds good. Let's get some engineering on it. And now it's just funny that my boss was like, hey, do you want to take this project over? I was like, yeah.
All right.
Like, I would love to do that. So it's kind of cool. And then it's also a way for me to build out some more like career progression, because I am looking to try and get a raise or a promotion within the next couple months.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, with where our company stands, it's hard to justify that on a small team. You know, it's hard to be like, oh, you're doing outstanding work when there's only 2 of you.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're both doing great work, but maybe that's the standard, you know? So hopefully doing stuff like this it'll give me more eyes into the business side of things, more eyes from partners, which I think would be beneficial for me.
Cool, man.
So one good thing that's happened in the last while.
I've been so I read Rich Dad Poor Dad. I forget the guy's name who wrote it, but
Richie Rich.
Nah. Anyway, he just talks about his experience with his father and with his best friend's father, which is essentially his second father, and who was rich. And
So wait, his dad was poor,
yeah,
but his friend's father, who he probably spent most of his time with, was the rich one.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. And his poor dad, which was his dad, was, you work for money, you work hard, you go to school, you get a good job, find a government job, and then you work for money. And then his rich dad was like taught him life lessons of, when you work for money, like how time is a valuable thing, and when you work for money, you're gonna wind up working for money for the rest of your life. You need to find a way to have money work for you. And he talks about how he does real estate and investing in stocks and bonds. So that's super inspiring as fuck, man. I'm sick and tired of working for money. Like Dude, looked at it from,
that's the whole reason I'm trying to do anything.
Exactly, learn something new.
Is to get to a point to where I don't have to worry about it. Like if I want to go to Singapore and get tattooed, like I could just be like, hey, I'm gonna take off the next 3 weeks to go to Singapore and like see the culture and get tattooed, and there will be no questions asked.
Yeah.
Couple years ago, it was hard enough to get off for like my own birthday, you know?
Yeah.
Just because of the position I was in. And like I don't want that. I also know where I came from, and I know where I want to be, especially whenever it gets to a point where I'm settling down, getting married, having kids, all that stuff, having a family, buying a house. Like I don't want to ever feel, not that my parents felt that way or felt any type of way, but I don't want to ever feel like I think they might have felt at times, you know, when money was tight. You know, like my mom right now messaged me. She messaged me the other day, and she's been trying to get this house. I think I mentioned it a couple podcasts ago. So Pops, when he passed away, was leaving them the house for like a decent price.
Oh, yeah.
In Florida, fully furnished and everything. And they're basically like 15 to 20 grand away from being able to hit that deposit. And I mean, it'd be great, but she messaged me and she's like, hey, do you know of a quick, easy way to make like 15 to 20 grand? And I was like, I mean, if I knew how to, she was like, in the next 2 to 3 months. I was like, if I knew how to do that, you think I'd be getting paid yearly?
Quick and easy, man. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, it's not like that.
I want to get into wholesale real estate and find properties.
What is that?
Okay, so
is that like apartments and shit?
Condos, apartments, could be. So I'd find someone who's a preferably depreciated property, something that needs a little improvement but not too much, and you offer them a lump sum of cash to buy their house now, and you get them under a contract, and then you contact investors with the offer, and then you get a little bit more than what you're under contract for. So say I get a condo for they're asking $150,000 for a condo, right? There's a few things wrong with it. There's going to be, say $40,000 in repairs or something like that. So you deduct that, and it'll be $110,000 is what you'll pay to get it up to that $150,000. And if you get them under contract for $110,000, you can turn around and sell that contract to an investor, and you could get $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 depending on the property. Just by being the middleman and handing it over to somebody. You don't need a license for it either. And then when you have that, and when you get used to doing that, and you have this extra money coming in, you can put money down on a loan for a house, rent that house out, refinance that house, get another loan on that house, and with the extra money you have on that loan, buy another for refinancing. You get a certain amount of what that house is worth, buy another property, so you have somebody in the house that you own paying off the mortgage plus some, and you get a residual payment every month. This is big real estate thing I've been getting into. And one thing I learned,
property web,
from Rich Dad Poor Dad. So I do live in fear of financial situations. That's why I wake up and go to work every day and do the same thing every day, is because I got to make money. And the best thing I can do now is just learn more and take the risk when I feel confident enough. And you gain that confidence by learning about it more. So that's all I've been doing. When I'm sitting down at my machine all day, 12 hours a day, I'm watching YouTube videos on wholesale real estate. I'm
podcasts about it.
Listen to podcasts, audiobooks. So right now I'm just learning a lot of stuff, dude. And I know I'm learning.
You should talk to Andrew.
I know he had mentioned something like that, but I had already been.
He was doing some courses.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I actually would invest in a course like that. Yeah. Honestly. Yeah, there's more knowledge, dude. You know, even if the course is like $500 for a course or something like that, totally worth it if you intend on using that knowledge. So, yeah, that's something to look forward to right now. But as far as where I'm at right now, I'm just saving up money so that I can have a little something. I'm trying to struggle a little bit so that I get used to struggling more. You know, I'm trying to take the safety net out from underneath, because I've always had a safety net, dude. If I fail anywhere, I'll always have somebody. My parents are there to help bail me out. You know, I've never gotten into big trouble enough to need them for that long. But I've been living comfortably, and that's the thing, is that if I continue this path of comfort, then I'm going to stay where I'm comfortable, the easy path. I want to struggle, so I feel like it. So it's more like motivation, just to do something about it. And it's riddling me. The motivation is riddling me, and at the end of every day, I'm so worn out, dude, because I've absorbed so much information. For 12 hours, I'm learning, and by the end of the day, I'm wiped out. That's why I haven't been playing Tarkov like all last week. Like I probably spent like I don't know, a couple hours on 2 separate days editing the podcast, and then I was wiped out, dude. I had to go to sleep. I was tired.
Yeah.
Working on that.
Yeah.
Sleep is important.
I feel that.
Yeah, man. Learn it. And I'll tie it back to what you were saying. You want to learn something new. You're in the same business, but by heading this new project, you're going to learn more on the business side. which is really good.
Yeah, which could lead me to becoming a project manager, product manager,
Yeah.
or even to just a new role completely
Exactly.
where I'm like a back-end analysis for like big data,
Yeah.
you know, like
Yeah.
who knows?
Yeah.
It's just having that career progression, and that's like a forward move rather than like a lateral. It's upward momentum for me.
That's what you need
And
to do.
anything that gives me a leg up is what I want to do, you know?
Yep. So I think I'm gonna try to I'm gonna try this wholesale. The real estate thing, this is a big thing I want to do. As far as I had mentioned that I want to move to Austin. I don't know if I want to be that close to people, given the.
I mean, you could. I mean, we have already talked
Yeah.
about it. I don't think you'd actually move to Austin.
Yeah.
I feel like you'd move to like Leander or Bastrop or something like
Something.
that, where you can actually get a house for a decent price.
Yeah.
And it's Bastrop is 20 minutes, 30 minutes away from me, like from my house leaving.
20, 30. that's
Leander is
nothing.
probably like 45.
I'll drive 30 minutes to work, dude. No problem.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. And I don't know. There's a lot of shit here in Austin, dude. There's a lot of places that are even here in South Austin.
Nah, I'd work with
are
you.
kind of rural.
I'd work with you, dude.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Oh, you mean to live? I thought
If you
meant
end
to
up
work.
moving to Austin, we're gonna get like a shop and actually do our own merch and all that shit,
I mean,
and like actually get shit
it'd
going.
be
have, like, a
business all day,
going,
every
you know?
day, because we pretty much be on the same schedule, and we can
Yep.
discuss things at work on our spare time and say,
Yep.
we're gonna take care of this. Let's go. Motivate each other to doing it. It's good to have friends, man. It's good to have friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. But I wanted to wrap it down with so talking about some of the products that I bought yesterday.
Okay.
I ended up I got this shirt that has like some yellow lettering on it. It says Drip Alert. It's pretty sick.
Okay.
That's just like a random shirt that I wanted to get. But I also got 2 shirts, one for Megan and one for myself, that had Malcolm, Mandela, Martin, and fuck, who's the other one? I've got it right here. It's basically just it's supporting Black-owned business, and it's got a lot of like high regarded names, you know.
Oh. Fancy shit.
But then not even fancy. It's just like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, like supporting the Black Lives, because I don't have anything that supports Black Lives Matter, you know.
Well,
I didn't want to buy just something random online that I see on like an Instagram post or a Facebook
you don't know
post,
who
because
that money's going.
who knows where that
to.
money's going.
Yeah, there's
You know, like-
direct links from like donate to Black Lives Matter, the biggest ones being put out there. The money goes literally straight to Democratic representatives, so that's politicians collecting money straight up, which is fucked. They're just capitalizing on the ordeal. You know, you don't know where your money's going like that. It's better to support the local business.
Marcus was the last name.
That's pretty
Marcus
cool.
was the last name on there. Yeah, and then I ended up getting an extra shirt for Megan just because I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
And it says classy bougie ratchet.
Oh yeah. Well, she's definitely ratchet.
I think she's gonna laugh a lot. Oh, so she said that I'm going to have to fuck you.
Oh, wait, what?
She said that I'm gonna have to fuck you.
Okay.
Because she's definitely gonna punch you in the dick.
Why?
Based on the last podcast.
Well, I don't even remember what I said.
You're like,
so.
if she punches me in the dick, you gotta fuck me.
Oh yeah.
Something like
Oh.
that. And she's like, well, you're definitely gonna have to fuck him
She's-
because I'm gonna punch you.
She's probably gonna want to watch. She's weird.
That's
Fine.
fine.
I don't care. I
have a
don't
tripod.
care. I am a tripod, so. So get ready, baby.
Oh man. But yeah, in the next coming weeks, I gotta get some gifts for the kiddos.
Cool.
Both their birthdays are next month, which is coming up soon.
I can't wait till
So I gotta
Independence Day.
Figure that out.
I would love fireworks, so I'm excited for that.
I don't think I'm gonna do anything for Independence Day.
I'm gonna probably go to the show. I don't know how it's gonna work out, honestly. I'd rather just buy a crap ton and light them all off. That's what I usually do.
I'm not feeling very patriotic, so
I
I'm not going to do anything. I don't think.
don't care about.
Maybe I'll play a Russian video game.
Yeah, right. Oh, we're probably gonna do that too. Yeah. I don't know. Usually, Ellen and I spend this time together and we light up a bunch of fireworks, but who knows where we'll be at. Anyway, thanks for listening, everybody, to us ramble about nonsense.
Nothing and everything
And
everywhere.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Keep on listening. This, we need to start out with this. Catch a new episode every Monday. Don't forget to smash like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Yes. Hit us up on the socials if you want feet pics, and we will see you next time. Peace out, grub.
Who do you know that can do this? Just their pinky toe.
That's weird. Oh, dude, we just opened up.
I'm just saying, I
floodgates.
got that. I got the fucking foot pics. I'll do video too.
Ugh.
Let us know if you want us to start Patreon or an OnlyFans where we just do foot tricks.
You already have an OnlyFans. You just don't know about it yet.
Oh shit! Hell yeah! Hopefully I start seeing some money or something. But yeah, you guys have a great one,
Have a good
and
one.
we will see you on the next one.
Much love. Peace out.